All right, tough place to come win. Really loved the start we got off to. Knew it was going to be more than likely a four-quarter game. Give Matt and his team a lot of credit for taking advantage of some mistakes by us, but ultimately proud of our guys for finishing that off the way we did. Won the turnover battle, even though we had one for sure that should have been avoidable, and then ultimately just did enough there offensively in the second half to make some plays to get some points and at least make it a two-possession game. And a lot of things still to clean up. Starts with me. We'll make sure we're keeping on, refining this football team. But make no mistake about it, I got a lot of confidence in the guys in the locker room. I got a lot of confidence in our coaching staff. And what happened today means absolutely nothing moving forward other than we got to go back to work and continue to improve as a football team, because I absolutely love this team. Every single member on it, everybody that's here, that's all in every single day. It's awesome to be the head football coach right now of this organization, because I feel we've got the right kind of guys, right kind of leadership, and we're going to continue to improve, which is important.
When they cut it to 28-22, can you take through the first play of Jefferson, the 17-yard completion, kind of what color you're looking for?
Kind of based upon the adjustments that they were making. They did some things to, knowing we had a lead, they did some things to try to force some negative runs, tightened up a little bit, and kind of had a chance there to get to it versus the look we got, and really the thought process there multiple ways, including that huge third down that I ended up challenging, just to take advantage of Justin being a guy we can lean on in those moments. But Sam Darnold, when we had the momentum, place was going nuts. And just leaning into our quarterback and our guys in that huddle to put together a really good drive right there. Would have loved to get 7, but critical execution by our guys and ability to respond in that moment after losing a significant lead, and those guys battle back. I think this team, it's kind of what I'm getting at. I think they're made of the right stuff, and we're just going to keep playing.
There's certainly been times in football where in that exact situation, teams are running no matter how many people are in the box or how many people.
Yeah.
But that's not.
Yeah, even we were trying to get Aaron on a red zone play there, and one of the best safeties in football made a play on it. But we wanted to be aggressive. 2nd and 1, great call by Half to kind of call the defense he did to end up with that matchup instead of it being a linebacker or anybody else in the defense for that matter. It's probably the one guy you don't want covering that route, and he made a great play on the football. I love Sam being aggressive because he's feeling me trying to stay aggressive. The lack of scoring in the second half really wasn't about us, taking our foot off the gas or anything. They did some things to adjust. We had some self-inflicted penalties, some things that, 1st and 5, false starts and going back to just non-productive downs. And then once you do that, a couple of their kind of second half adjustment pressures gave us some problems that I got to get cleaned up, 100% on me. But in the end, we were able to block them up and get enough through the air. And then I did like some of the run game production. I mean, only running for, about 3.5 a carry, but the 34 rushing attempts is a commitment that we want to continue to show. And some of those plays to Justin were byproducts of a commitment to just continuing to churn out yards against a really good front. But to win the rushing battle for the 4th game in a row against the number 1 rushing team in the league, I thought it was going to be a critical part of what it was going to take to win the game.
Yeah, but when you're up 9 there towards the end and you go for it on 4th down, what's the thought process there?
Yeah, the field goal takes you to 12. I would have, I just want our guys to understand that I believe in them. We didn't overly have a lot of success on those short yardage situations today. Thought we had a chance to maybe getting them to pack in there a little bit and see if we could get a yard and a half, whatever it was. They made a play. But I want our guys to know I'm going to be aggressive. I have nothing but confidence in the 11 guys in any phase of our team going out there in those moments. And, if we just keep improving, Ben, if we just keep focusing on, the results are great. And I hope Vikings fans and everybody's excited about the start we've gotten off to. I'm going to continue to not allow that to be a factor in anything we do inside the walls of our organization, because we've been purposefully working and driven from the very first time I stood in front of these guys in training camp. My belief of them, they're not learning things about me and my belief of our team just because the results are coming. It's just not my makeup.
Kevin, you You mentioned leaning into Sam.
Yep.
Just with the poise he showed when they do cut it to 6. I mean,
yeah, I mean, this is you guys could feel it, the juice and the energy in here. The momentum in football is a serious thing. Plays that sometimes at different points in the game could look a whole different way. Momentum, the energy. I thought it was pretty significant atmosphere, especially in that second half. Credit them for being down like they were, but their fan base got it going. A lot of purple out there today as well, which I think we felt, especially throughout the day. But yeah, I think just leaning into your quarterback, my confidence level in him is really high because he's making some throws. The throw to Jordan on the dagger there on the backside, essentially, whether they had a double on Jets or not, it kind of played out like that, progressing in rhythm, big time moment in the game, and getting that ball thrown and caught. I thought Jordan was huge coming back. Felt his impact, obviously. Speedy's still making some plays out there. We had Josh Oliver catch a touchdown. I think that's our 6th different player to catch a touchdown this year. And we're, just continuing to, stay true to who we want to be offensive, but our guys are handling great game plans that our coaching staff's putting together. And once again, I walk out of here, it's nothing matters but the next one, which is a hell of a challenge, going to London and playing a really good football team.
Why is it so important for you to know, for the guys to know you're aggressive and you believe in it?
I just think, it coincides, Kev, with what I've been kind of talking with them about long before the first win, second, third, or fourth win ever came. My belief in our defense, my belief in our kicking game to go out there when we shouldn't really have allowed it to get to a onside kick, but belief in those guys to go execute in those moments because I know that they believe in themselves. So I'm just really, stating the obvious inside that locker room and confirming to them that I believe in them, I love them, and we're going to ride together and we're going to stay aggressive while being smart. There's always a line there, but really proud of our guys.
Some mistakes, at least early. He came on late. Just
Yeah.
how were you able to kind of bother him?
Yeah, for a guy that probably hasn't gotten a ton of full speed practice work, I think he just his battle and really kind of throwing the team on his back there is wildly impressive. There's a lot of tough looks, like you said, and he just kept playing. He's a really, really good player, and give him all the credit in the world. Not really concerned about where he's at health-wise. I just know he's worked his ass off to get back and was incredibly difficult to deal with today for our team. So compliments to him. I think Matt's a great coach and had his team competing and battling. And hopefully, the NFC North, it's going to be incredibly competitive. And these games are going to be close. But I told our team just now we're learning a lot about ourselves, but not something that we didn't already have a gut feeling existed within that locker room.
Did you hesitate at all on that 4th down call at the end?
We had some dialogue. If depending on what I was really thinking in the moment, transparency-wise, is do you want to make it more than just you make them have to score 2 touchdowns? Which looking back on it, I'm sure people will wonder why that decision happens. But once again, I can't really make those decisions based upon the oh no, what could happen type thing. I'm gonna be aggressive and always smart, and I thought we had a chance to convert with the play that I called. They made a play and stopped us, and knowing that they would then have to go 90, whatever it was, 6 yards, 7 yards. Credit them, though. They were able to do it pretty quickly.
And coming out after you get the strip sack and they go up, or they get within 6, you came out throwing right away.
Yeah.
I feel like that maybe caught them off guard. It seemed like
got the kind of the look that I was hunting for on the play. And knew that off of kind of that, hopefully that action and kind of what would be going on, we would give Sam a clean pocket to be able to step into that thing and throw a dime, throw a strike.
Did you have a run called in package with that, or was that straight pass on that play?
Ben, I'm not going to answer that question. We had another football play packaged with it. It may have been, it may have been a trick play. It may have been a run, screen, keeper, drop back, play action. Quick kick. I can confirm it was, yes.
Kevin, how impressive were some of Justin's catches, both the touchdown, the sideline one, against man coverage?
The touchdown was unbelievable. And then in that moment, thinking about kind of, didn't really just have him static very much all day long. But in that moment, just with some of the pressure looks we were getting, and thinking about where the football was going to have a chance to go. Sam, pitch and catch to best receiver in football, and for him to open up his stride like he did on a chalkboard, you're not normally hedging on that route, getting that gain on that play, but he was absolutely rolling off the ball, and then I knew his feet were down, and I thought it was going to be a similar play to the interception that I thought was really close, as far as when there was a little bit of separation of the ball, and then when did the defender go down with it? But then first thing I did, just in the moment, was ask him, if you survive the ground, it's a catch, because I think you were in, and he's like, it's first down then, and we started talking about what we were going to call next.
Throw that challenge flag to the hash, or
I threw it far. It's the good thing is there's a lot of analogies you can use about you don't have to be very accurate with that thing, thank goodness, but I threw it far in the moment because there was some emotion involved in it. Maybe that's you wear a headset and Dockers to the game, you get one chance to kind of.
Blake Cash was
just Dockers.
Blake Cash was just saying, yeah, it's great to win here, but he didn't feel great about the way the defense finished. How did you emphasize? Which part of did you emphasize the positivity of the win, or that you left some things on the field in the second half?
Yeah, both, because I think it's important, based upon what we talked about at halftime, of understanding there was going to be a momentum coming. Didn't love the way we finished the first half. BP gets a little banged up, and I credit Speedy for going back there and being willing to try to field that kick. But we thought at that point anything over his head probably shouldn't be fielded. But in the moment, he's trying to make a play, and ended up being a big play. And then there were some things I just didn't particularly like execution-wise, pre-snap offensively. Some of the pressures that they were able to get home on and force some negatives. Thought our defense responded in some critical moments, and really just the back and forth of a team that was very, very close to playing for it all last year. We knew what we were signing up for today. It's a really good football team, tough place to come play. To come here 2 years in a row and get a win speaks to what we have in that locker room.
For Byron to maybe have a couple reps that he'd like back, but then come away with the pick and then the punch out late, what does that say about him?
Yeah, huge. Gave him a game ball. I've always looked at Murph as he's got that kind of closer's mentality. He's tough, physical, smart, loves football, great scheme fit for us, plays a different variety of different spots. And, the smarts come into play, knowing the call, knowing the possibility that ball is going to come out one way or the other, staying visual to be able to track it, finish it. Those aren't easy catches by any stretch, and then comes right back, and then you're talking about the physicality of a punch-out. We've worked a lot on ball security. We've worked a lot on our defense taking the football away, whatever, by any means necessary within the confines of the rules. And, it was an example of kind of multiple aspects of our team coming together and helping overcome the adversity. Many of it self-inflicted, and that's 100% on me. Got to continue to just grow as a team. Still very, very early in the season. By no means, do we feel like we're anything close to the finished product we're going to be. Got to keep getting better every single day, and have laser focus right where our feet are planted to try to improve, because this league every single Sunday is an ultimate challenge regardless of who you're playing. Thank you. Just to give you an update too, I did want to say BP, Brandon Powell did get hit in the chest and did return, but other than that, I think we came out all right. So we'll keep you guys updated. He did return. I know that if I didn't do that, Kevin, and
Come back, chased you down, and found out.
appreciate everybody. Thank you.